Okay, so it's like 2 a.m. but I've been working in my terrarium and I think I'm okay with it. I kind of just want to talk it through to make sure I'm okay to go to bed and then keep working on things tomorrow. Okay, so I'll show you what I have going on now. So far, the steps I've done is I have my cork backdrop in, and then a bunch of cork elements that I've secured using spray foam insulation. And then 2 planters that I can put plants just directly in, and a tree fiber panel. I guess I can kind of talk about the spray foam installation. The point of that is that I can use it to kind of shape things and secure things. So like that's what's holding all of this cork. It's like vertical, which is nice. I'm really excited about this part. It looks terrible now because I had a really hard time getting things to hold together. But the idea is this is a nice little place for the gecko to sleep and hide in there. I'll probably put some like moss in there to make it really cozy, but I can still like see him from this outside. And I can like cover this part, the outside, during the day with something just to like make it more safe. But if I ever want to look at him, I can. And I'm sorry, I like to do that. So then, what else? So I have this kind of this, I don't know, we'll make it look like a tree, like a branch here. And this is like really supposed to be a tree. I've got 2 big pieces of cork with 2 branches coming out of it. This branch, I've got like a bunch of foam in here. So I'm thinking I might plant a bromeliad in there. Bromeliads are epiphytic plants, which means that they don't need to be planted in soil. I can kind of just like poke them in. So this, I'm gonna kind of just like, okay, this looks way too big, and like it's not gonna fit in the tank, but I'm gonna make it work. So that's gonna be fun. This one's a little too mature, maybe actually, because it's already bloomed. And apparently, like soon after they bloom, they'll start growing little pups. That bloom will die. I don't know. I need to read more about it. It might mean I need to buy a new bromeliad, but then I'll just plant a new one in there. This tree fern fiber panel is apparently something that people use a lot to mount orchids to. But my thought is like, I guess I can do that, but it's more to just be another place for vining plants to grab onto. Because I've got like creeping fig. I'm gonna grab it actually. I like doing this demo. Okay. So I've got this creeping fig here. I just have this one plant, but I'm realizing I kind of want to get a bunch more. So hopefully soon I can do that. But this one is multiple plants. If I like look in, so one of them I'll have maybe planted, not in here, if I can just find like a little place here or something. I don't know. But eventually I'd love to have some vining plants just kind of covering this, just to make it look like a tree. I don't know. I think that makes sense. And then some of the other, like I'll have one down here, just kind of built up the backdrop. I don't know. We'll see. I've got ideas. And I've got a bunch of, too many plants. So I'll figure it out. Okay. Yeah, so then tomorrow, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cover everything ugly, everything that's like the foam, with like silicone, this stuff. Although I also have some clear stuff, doesn't really matter. And after I do that, I press in this mix of like sphagnum moss and I think it looks like it's orchid bark, stuff like that. I know people make their own like backdrop texture mixes, but this one I saw pre-made, cheaper than it would cost for me to get all the ingredients individually. It's different, I guess, if you're making like 100 terrariums, but just for me, it's fine. One thing I'm stressed out about is these planters. They're like, I thought the foam was going to grow a lot more than it actually did. I think, so this is like the aquarium black foam. I think that this one apparently grows a bit more. So I think that might have been the thing, and I can't take these out. So what I'm gonna have to do is make sure that I really fill up around here with the background mix, and then I do actually have some moss. Where is it? Some like little pieces of moss that I can. Oh, check this out! I have all this cork. Here we go. Okay, so like what I'm thinking is I'll use the silicone to kind of add texture and stuff around here, but then I can also just like stick in some moss. And like that'll just look nice, right? I don't know. It's gonna be tropical. Right now this looks like a disaster, but as soon as there are all the plants and stuff in there, I think it's gonna be really cool. So, okay, that's tomorrow. Is the backdrop stuff and maybe adding some silicone. And then I also have this really cool magnetic planter. So it's like this foam planter, so it's nice and light, with these two magnets on the back that I put on the outside of the tank. And so I can just put this anywhere, and then the plant will be there. So I was thinking I'd put it like here. And then if I have like I think I will have like a pothos in there, and it'll kind of just grow up and vine out. I don't know, I think that makes sense. I think that'll be pretty cool. And it'll kind of make this spot feel more secure. And then another idea I have directly relating to that is that there will be like a little cute mossy bridge leading up to it. So I don't know, I think that'll work. I guess to explain why this doesn't go all the way to the bottom, it's because the bottom two layer, or bottom like inch and a half, is going to be drainage layer with like these clay balls, and then after that it's going to be the dirt. The dirt's going to be a little deeper in the back than it is at the front, to just kind of add some depth. I have to kind of decide what plants I want where. Like I think I'll probably want snake plants towards the sides, because I can kind of just put narrow ones there, and they're okay with a little less light, and I'll have the grow lights on top. I don't know. This is probably not like a great video to watch, but I wanted to make it and talk through what's going on. So like, I don't know if I explained that when I'm doing the foam, I have to carve it after with this like razor blade to make it so that it's this texture, because right when you spray it, it's very shiny. See if you can find it. See how it's like really shiny there? Yeah, that's actually not good. So I have to like scrape at it. But it's awkward when it's in really weird places. So like here you can see I can just like randomly, I don't know what I was doing there, but I think it's gonna work. I think the silicone's still gonna adhere, because the thing is, when it's shiny, the silicone's not gonna adhere. So that's the idea. Okay, I forgot to mention I've got this cool piece of driftwood. I think it's called ghost wood. I was originally going to secure it into the backdrop, but I decided against it just because it's like a little heavy, because cork is light. Everything here is cork. Cork is light. But this is heavy, and I wasn't confident in like everything getting held up nicely by the foam. So this I will probably just have like leaning against something. I don't know. I bought like 5 times as much cork and branches as I needed to, but I'll cut them down. I'll find good spots for them. I don't know, it'll be good. Okay. And I guess just like for the record, I want to include some photos from like process. That was me foaming stuff. This is what it looked like when I first put in all the foam. I had like drainage holes for the planters. This is one of my like concept photos. That's kind of what I was thinking. And here's the little guy who's gonna live here.